Hi Caleb, so I've already looked over your lesson plan and here's my feedback. This is very well structured lesson plan. I like it. I think it'd be a pretty, useful thing for the students. All right. So, for your prior content knowledge, I do notice you have independent and dependent clauses and fanboys. I still want to see you define those for the kids, just in case there's some kids in there that don't quite remember. I want to make sure that the way that you're explaining it to them is accurate and kid-friendly, okay? So, all right, excellent. Well aligned, pardon me, sorry, I got to scroll in too quick. Very well aligned, all pieces right here. Nicely done, and I like your assessments, okay? So starting with 3 sentences on the board, they're wrong but not why. I like the fact that you're right off the bat thinking about reducing stress and anxiety, okay? Calling on kids, why is it wrong? Right here. Quick review of independent and dependent clauses to make sure everyone's on the same page. I want to see you write it out in case, like, you get a whole bunch of zombie stares in class and kids are like, I don't know, I don't remember. Write it out for me, have it in appendix, something kind of like that, okay? I really like your differentiated instruction over here. So that, that you can see if the whole class is struggling, if there's individual kids struggling. I like that you're thinking in those directions, okay? All right. Verbally processing, right? So that they're seeing it on the board, they're hearing it, they're verbally processing it. Very nice flow to the lesson plan. I like that a lot, okay? All right. Here you have the essential questions. Why do the mistakes need to be fixed? Now, think about this, okay? These are all the things that you are planning to say to the kids, and that's good, and these are very good ideas. Think about the notion that the ones who do the talking are the ones who are doing the learning, right? If you are saying all of this to the kids, all these pieces right here, are they going to believe you, or is it going to be white noise? I see here that you have column 4 students for ideas. Since we've just transitioned from thinking about authors, students may hopefully or may not relate their answers to writing, okay? Think about the resistant kids. Think about what it is they're going to say. Think about posing some of these things in more of a question format, right? If you're reading a book and the book is full of so many errors, it kind of gets in the way of you understanding it. What do you think about the author? Okay, when the words come out of their mouth, it's much more powerful to them than the words going from your mouth into their ears. Does that make sense? Okay, and I know that you have that notion because you have it right here. Just emphasize that notion. Okay, all right. By turning a lot of these into questions, all of these up here and all of these down here, okay? All right, now, how to recognize the errors. Here you have first, see if you can recognize the clauses. If you can't, do your best on the information available. Tell students they may want to write down marks to identify, separate them like this. Again, I want to see you ask it into a question, right? All right, class, remind me, what is a clause? Oh, a clause is a group of words containing a subject and a tense carrying verb. Excellent. 2 types of clauses. What are they? There are 2 types, independent and dependent. Great. What's the difference? Independent stands on its own, dependent can't. Nicely done. Now, see if you can recognize the clauses. See how I'm just going to run them through that over and over and over and over. So it's like sort of like rote memorization, but you're going to go spit it out, spit it out, spit it out, now apply. And so their brains are going to be like, focus, 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 go, right? It's like getting ready, for that starter gun to go off, okay? Look at you building their thought patterns here. This is great. I know this is a clause because what, right? Don't just let the kids go, yeah, that one's independent, that one's dependent. No, start it like this. I know it's a clause because. Oh, okay, I know it's a clause because it has a subject and a tense carrying verb. Good, show me the subject. Here it is. Show me the verb. Here it is. Great. I know it's independent because what? Right? I mean, make them like, it's very rhythmic learning for them so that you're over and over and over again, you're pounding these patterns into their heads. When it comes to their own writing, they can't help but do it, right? Okay, a clause is a subject and a tense carrying verb. An independent clause stands on its own, right? I know this is a clause because blah, right? Do you kind of feel where I'm going with that? Okay. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, please ask me in class because I think that can be helpful for other people too. Okay. Excellent. Then you go on to moving them into here are the ways to fix these. I didn't see you prompting them to take notes on these. So if you didn't okay, you know, there's ways to fix fuse sentences and run-on sentences. First one is this, period. Second one is this, comma, coordinating conjunction. Third one is semicolon. You have used a hyphen for when the sentences are even more closely related with a semicolon. Cheese and crackers, Kayla, you know so much about grammar. You give me pause for thought. I thought a hyphen was only used to join compound words, and I thought dashes were used for when the sentences are even more closely related. You tell me if I'm wrong, though, okay? That's what I thought, but I don't know. Your grammar knowledge is so strong, you scare me sometimes. Nice, using a colon and then making one of them dependent. Excellent. I like the fact that you've got a practice worksheet. Make sure you attach that worksheet next time. Hold on, I'm going to scroll. I thought I scrolled to the end. Hold on. Yeah, attach that worksheet for me so that I can see how it is that you're having the kids practice this, okay? And then moving them on to revising their own writing. Very nicely done. Good flow, okay? Think about those repetitive patterns and thought processes, drilling them into the kid's head. Other than that, nicely done. Thanks.